going to do an insight video today. We've been talking a lot about the last few days, talking about like vibration, frequency, oneness vibration, source energy, but we've also been talking about the shift of awareness and the shift of consciousness from 3D reality to 5D reality. So it's existing on a plane of energy and vibration and frequency. And the fifth dimension is where we become sort of aligned, one with our source energy, one with our source vibration and frequency, but we also become aligned with seeing and being part of the energetic world. It's about knowing that all reality is a vibration, is a frequency, and that the fifth dimension works on an energetic frequency, but all thoughts, feelings, experiences, emotions are all vibrations. And the fifth dimension, it teaches us this. The fifth dimension sort of aligns with us, so we can become conscious and aware of this, and that all things come from the inner source, the inner creator. And it's like the fifth dimension is that shift in consciousness, that shift in awareness, as we start to realize that we vibrate as an energetic frequency, and like the 3D reality is only expression, is only a reflection of that. And again, it was like I've been talking over the last couple of days, how the experience sort of like manifests, or it presents itself to me. A felt sense is like looking out from within, and it's like going into a daily practice of again using the universal laws as a guide, as a teacher, as teachings and as wisdom of how to apply them to your life in a practical way. And like I'm saying, like the inner source is this center, and it's about living in like your heart center. And again, this is why it's important to start to sort of look at your vibration, look at your frequency, look at your energy centers, because they can be a guide to opening up, to becoming this sort of ever-flowing channel of source energy and vibration and frequency. And again, it's stepping into that infinite moment. It's stepping into that infinite space where we start to create from our own centers, from our own source, and we start to become more in that oneness vibration, that oneness frequency. And the universal law of correspondence teaches us this. It teaches us that within our set center is this essence, this infinite source that we can create and manifest from. And it's about sort of like stepping into that. And the fifth dimension teaches us this, that all things are connected, all things are interlinked, nothing's separate, and everything is created in that infinite moment, that infinite vibration. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing in this moment, you have the ability, and you have the ability to change, the ability to access this infinite source. And it's shifting from that, and it's shifting from your physical mind into your spiritual heart. And when you start to do that, again, this is looking at things like when people talk about like the I am presence. The I am presence is a vibration, it's a frequency that's used within your consciousness, within your awareness, within your reality, within your experience, within your life. And how you do that is the I am presence sets this vibration, this frequency. Like I am is creating something instantly within that moment. But that's the first starting point of creation. The first starting point is that first thought, that first feeling, that first energy that you start to apply to create a reality. The next step is then is living it, and this is what source living is. It's living that vibration. It's becoming that vibration, that it becomes natural, and it becomes like where you sort of, it becomes your natural state. Again, state of being, but it becomes your natural state where you live in vibration and frequency. And source living, where you see in any moment, you can create and manifest, but it's a process again. And we got like the fifth dimensional reality will open you up with your source energy, and then what it will do is it will create a vibration, a frequency that will attract through the law of attraction into your reality, into your life. And this will help to bring purpose online. This will help to bring frequency in line, and it will bring like a union and harmony to your life. But you have to live it, and you have to live through source living. You have to daily practice bringing vibrations and frequencies into your consciousness, within your life, within your reality, constantly. Because remember, the universe, or the eternal moment, is ever flowing, it's infinite, it's in every second of every moment of every, it's not seconds, but every moment of your experience. So it's a constant sort of constant sort of like shifting of awareness, shifting of vibration and frequency, to remain open as an open flowing channel. And everything we think and everything we experience creates a blueprint. It creates like a vibration, like a signature, and the universe just mirrors that. So again, it's about this sense of the universal law of attraction is what works on this, and the universal law of oneness is again about the vibration and frequency. And this is what we need to become aware of, that we're constantly vibrating, we're constantly in a frequency state of an energetic state of creation and manifestation, which is like this universal law of rhythm, which is this constant evolution. And our lives mirror this, and our experience and our in the eternal moment mirrors this, that constantly things are being created, constantly things are being manifested and experienced, and depending on what vibration and frequency we are in that state, in that moment, is what creates our reality. So knowing that things are ever coming in and ever flowing into your reality, but then they're also being ever created and manifested. So this is where we have to sort of like be in the universal law of correspondence, because when we're in our centers, we're open to new insights, new awareness. And again, this is the universal law of inspired action coming into play. Inspired action is being connected to source energy and source vibration, and receiving the wisdom and the understanding from your higher consciousness, your higher awareness, to apply principles or ways of being and states of living, and states of being and source living constantly within your reality, within your moment. And this is the true key to like spiritual sort of, or like evolution within your awareness and your consciousness, but also your reality. Everything is always vibrating. The physical blueprint of the 3D reality is on physicality first of all, which is like the physical objects, but beyond that, in the deeper essence of them, is the source energy, and it's always sort of like interacting with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your experiences. And sort of like when we start to learn that all physical reality is just interacting with our inner reality, we start to realize and start to get an insight and an understanding of how creation and manifestation works, but also how source frequency and vibration, you know, how we can start to sort of like remain aware of that, and start to bring and create and co-create within our reality with source energy, to bring and attract what is needed within our lives, within our realities. And this is why it's important with the daily practice. And again, I'm talking about like the energy centers. Like for me, the bottom two, the root and the sacral chakra, are very much around physical reality. They're around your physical sort of health, your physical sense of like experience, but and also that like the sacral chakra around like your emotional body, your emotional thoughts, your experiences, your mental process. And then you start to move to like the solar plexus, which is where we start to go in more into the inner we open like through a key of consciousness, and the doorway we go into the inner realities. We start to move into personal transformation, personal power. And the solar plexus is about that. It's about creation in that way, but we start to move into source energy and the source vibration, and all these things need to be aligned to be an open channel. Then you start to move to your heart center, which is where you start to go deeper within. You go deeper within your source energy, within the universal law of correspondence, and you start to enter and move into vibration and frequency, and you start to enter into the fifth dimensional reality and experience and consciousness and awareness, where we start to then exist in a state of being where we're starting to connect and align with source energy. The throat chakra is about, again, communication. It's about wisdom. It's about insight. It's about truth, understanding, and how we apply those vibrate like that wisdom to our physical lives. And again, then you've got like the third eye, which is more about spiritual sort of insight, awareness, visioning, um, and how we start to use vibration and frequency in a conscious way, that we start to then align it with our reality, with our experience, and we start to then create through this inner infinite wisdom, and this inner infinite source understanding, source wisdom, and we start to bring it online, and we start to vibrate on a higher frequency, on a more fifth dimensional frequency. All of this alignment at the moment is about coming into the fifth dimension. And then obviously you've got the crown chakra that directly connects you to source energy, the infinite source that flows into your crown chakra, flows into your energy vibration and frequency, allowing you to receive and express, and becoming this open channel where you receive this source energy from this source consciousness of the creator source. And this is all happening for many of us at the moment, and it's so important that we start to really sort of align and integrate with the fifth dimensional reality, because it's the source energy is what we're born from, is what we create from, is what keeps us vibrant. It keeps us in frequency, in alignment, in harmony. And this is why it's so important that we start to step into source living. And that's the insight for today.